forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
So we're up and running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Brahim Diaz is someone who had a very interesting football education, Peter. He spent time in his youth, both in Manchester and Madrid, and he's had a real elite upbringing. And it's easy to see why those schools of thought have had an influence on his game. He's very intelligent with his movement, he's hard to dispossess. He does have a tendency to maybe be overly ambitious at times, but I'm sure he'll sort that out.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Looking for a decent ball in. Brahim Diaz, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Van de Ven really needed to be much faster then, much more decisive.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Gravenberg. Reinders. Van Dijk. That's really well manoeuvred. Gakpo shifted upfield. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Marlen. Gravenberg. Played back in. And it's Denzel Dumfries. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Unahi. El Ainawi. Out towards the flank. Hakimi. El Ainawi. Unahi. Mazraoui. Now it's El Kanous. El Ainawi. And he shoots! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
We're talking fine margins, very fine margins.
He is just caressing the ball. Brahim Diaz, gently done. And it's Hakimi. Hakimi tries making a foray down the right. Brahim Diaz. De Jong gets it clear. Brahim Diaz. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. De Jong. Aim forwards. Oh, it's come loose. Can he deliver? Gakpo proves just a little bit too strong. Swept in. Reinders opts to play it back. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Hakimi moved on forwards. Oh, good spread. Unahi. And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Marlen. Van de Ven. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He slings it in. And he's there to clear it.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
It's been a pretty frantic start. A lot of front foot pressing. Gakpo. That is lovely. Van de Ven, that's a delicate pass. And it's played forward. De Jong. And it's Reinders. Marlen. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Gakpo going full tilt down the left. Gakpo with chance for a shot! It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Robbie quickly realised that was his only option. It's very fast thinking.
Brahim Diaz. Hakimi. Unahi knocks it out wide. Unahi. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Reinders. Now it's Brobby. Brahim Diaz. Unahi. Mazraoui. Elainawi. Unahi. De Jong does really well to win the ball there. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Mazraoui. Mazraoui. Oh, what a climb! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Van Dijk. Back into the middle. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's a fabulous ball. Van der Ven with the clearance. Gravenberg. And it's played forward. De Jong. Still goalless. Van der Ven. De Jong. Moved on forwards. Gakpo. Oh, easy pickings there. Gakpo is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That's really well manoeuvred. De Jong. Gakpo. Hakimi. El Ainaoui. Brahim Diaz. Gravenberg. Charging forward, the ball at his feet. Diop cuts it out. Al-Khanous. El Ainaoui. Diop. Van der Ven. Dumfries. Marlon shifted upfield. And that is as far as they're going to go. Brahim Diaz. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Hakimi. Riyad, gently done. And that has been cleared. Marlon aimed forwards. And it's Al-Khanous. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's having a shot! And the ball's come loose here. He can get that clear. And here's Brahim Diaz. Hakimi. Might be danger here. Chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
He clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Van Dijk. That's really well manoeuvred. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Mazraoui chooses to go cross-field. Hakimi. And here's Brahim Diaz. El Ainaoui. Shot a goal!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Gravenberg. Dumfries. Gravenberg. Dumfries. Moved on forwards. Riyad getting this one clear. Marlon. Oh, nice touch. Played out to the right. Oh, Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now the breakaway. He's shifting through the gears here. Marlen. De Jong. And it's Reinders. Gakpo. Van de Ven. Gravenberg. De Jong. Plenty waiting in the middle. Oh, that's neat. Riyad gets it away. Gakpo. Riyad tries to clear. Nasraoui. Thinks one through. And that could set him on his way. Yep, it's a corner. Referee's given a throw. Brahim Diaz wins the duel this time. Unahi. El Kanous. Now it's El Kanous. Danger averted for now. And reclaimed it in a trice. Unahi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Reinders. Dumfries. Oh, sweet feet. De Jong. Out to the right. And here's Marlen. Marlen's cross. Fair effort, he reacted well.
Morocco, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
De Jong plays it short. It's a mighty effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
El Ainawi. And it's played forward. El Ainawi forwards and with intent. Van de Ven. Van Dijk. Van de Ven. De Jong. Van Dijk, long ball upfield. Brahim Diaz. El Ainawi. Unahi. Now it's El Kanous. Oh, a delicate chip through. Deftly away. Van de Ven. That's really well manoeuvred. Brobbey. Brahim Diaz. Aim forwards. Nasraoui. Showing good feet. El Kanous. He's in space and looking for options. Marlen. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
That's tidy. And it's Mazraoui. Robbie. Reinders. Ball comes in. Unahi played out towards the right wing, picks it up out wide. Hakimi gets into some space. And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Mazraoui. El Kanous. El Ainawi. Played out to the right. Lovely bit of skill. And it's El Ainawi. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. He's gone for it!
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Hakimi. Brahim Diaz. There will be a throw-in. And it's Diaz. Nice control. Defending of the desperate variety. El Ainawi. There's the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he thumps it clear. El Kanous. This might decent chance! Goal! Morocco! The breakthrough strike! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish. Morocco have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And here's Gakpo. Gakpo. Very nicely done. Al-Kanous. Hakimi. Hakimi, gently done. Oh, this looks sharp. And that's been won straight back.
Brahim Diaz really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Riyad cuts out the pass. El-Kanous gets a foot in here. Mazraoui. Diop. Oh, good spread. Unahi. Hakimi. And here's Brahim Diaz. Cross from Hakimi. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's played forward. So what can they make of this? Gakpo. Now he's had a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's been taken short. Van der Ven played into the box. And it's De Jong. Van der Ven. Reinders. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Reinders certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Moved on forwards. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. De Jong. And here's Gakpo. De Jong. Hakimi. Mazraoui. And it's played forward. Oh, nicely intercepted. Van Dijk. Gakpo. Van der Ven forwards and with intent. And claimed it back swiftly. That's really well manoeuvred. He's got away. Marlen. Gravenberg. Van Dijk. De Jong. Has a look and plays it forward. Brahim Diaz. Unahi. Al-Kanous. Unahi. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Gets good distance on it. it's El Kanous. Played into the middle. That's not going to find its target. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we're off again.
The Netherlands can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And here's Brahim Diaz. And here's Brahim Diaz. And here's Brahim Diaz. Oh, such a clever touch. Hakimi. Can he finish? Van Dijk shifted upfield. Van de Ven. Aim forwards. Mazraoui. Riyad. El Ainaoui. Van Dijk can get it clear.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Gakpo, gently done. Tries to get it clear. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Reinders. Now it's Brobby. Oh, it's Gakpo! Oh, it's come loose. Bruno trying to keep this in. El Kanous. Diop. Mazraoui. Moved on forwards. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. De Jong. Gakpo. And that's a throw-in. Gakpo. There are a few waiting for it. Gakpo with the cross. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. El Kanous. Unai. Diop. El Ainaoui. De Jong. And here's Reinders. And that has found him in acres of space. Out of play for a throw. Across it goes. Reinders. Gravenberg. Dumfries. Malen. De Jong. And it's Reinders. Over to the left. Cross goes in there. Diop is there. Shapes to shoot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
The Netherlands really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Riyad looks to the other side. Brahim Diaz looks to get on the end of this. Brahim Diaz. He's found the way through. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And they've got rid. El Kanous. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, he's caught him in or out. Now the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. He's had a crack. It's anyone's ball now. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He is through here. And the keeper gets his hands on it. El Kanous. Mazraoui has created one goal already. El Kanous. Now it's El Kanous. Now here's the delivery. Van Dijk with the clearance. Van de Ven. And again they run up against stubborn defending. And it's Hakimi. And here's Brahim Diaz. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Robbie. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. That's good running with the ball. Brahim Diaz. Unahi. Now that's well seen too. And it's gone back to the keeper. Van Dijk. Van de Ven. And it's played forward.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Done delicately. Oh, what a shoot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Brahim Diaz, in he goes again. And that has been cleared. Gravenberg. Dumfries forwards and with intent. El Ainaoui played over towards the opposite flank. Unahi played out to the left flank. That has been knocked clear. El Ainaoui. And it's Hakimi. Brahim Diaz. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Gakpo. And he's managed to get free. Hakimi gets rid without sophistication. De Jong. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Gravenberg chips it. Could be danger here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
The Netherlands really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Dumfries. Malen. Dumfries. Oh, good-looking ball. Al-Khanous. El Ainawi. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz shifted upfield. And it's hoisted clear. Reinders. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Brobbey. Gakpo. Lovely feet. De Jong spread out to the left. Crosses it in. Firmly met. Now it's Al-Khanous. Lobbed in behind. Climbs up big! Malen. Reinders. Dumfries. Reinders. Malen. Dumfries. Malen. Dumfries. That's very neat. Al-Khanous. That looks a good ball through. He has found the way through. It's a loose ball. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. El Ainawi. Unahi. That's really well manoeuvred. Cleared away. Reinders. And it's Reinders. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Riyad. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Hakimi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Van der Ven. Oh, there's a probing ball. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Mazraoui. Unahi. Gakpo. Van Dijk. De Jong. Van Dijk aimed forwards. Crunching tackle. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Van der Ven. And here's Gakpo. And here's Gakpo. Bullish header!
defence, well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. The Netherlands have the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Diop forwards and with intent. Van Dijk. De Jong. Dumfries, driven forward. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Unahi. Played back to the goalkeeper. That's really well manoeuvred. Gakpo, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. De Jong. That's good play. So who's he picking out? Van der Ven. Reinders. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Al-Khanous. Mazraoui, and it's lofted through here. Clears it away. Reinders. Gravenberg shifted upfield. And it's played forward. Keeper's got good distance on that. Gravenberg. De Jong. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Hakimi. El Ainaoui. Riyad, gently done. El-Khanous goes pulsing down that left-hand side. Hangs in across. Van der Ven with the clearance. Oh, they could be caught out here. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Verbruggen, long ball by the goalkeeper. Diop. And he goes cross-field. And it's Al-Khanous. Mazraoui picks it up now. Oh, that's nice. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Real chance!
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, can he get onto this? Unahi does really well to win the ball there. Van Dijk. Dumfries. Gravenberg. That's been drilled forward. Reinders.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Van de Ven. De Jong. Gravenberg. Moved on forwards. Diop gets across to intercept that. Out to the right. It's just beyond his reach. Van Dijk. Reinders. Gravenberg. And it's played forward. Gakpo. Clipped into space. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Delivered across. Defending, and the shot! Oh, should have put that away.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Well timed, excellent interception.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Dumfries, forwards and with intent. Played towards the other side. Brahim Diaz looks to get on the end of this. Mazraoui. El Kanous. Ball swung in. Tries to get it clear.
Morocco really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Nice physical challenge.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's El Kanous. And that's a... takes a shot! So close to drawing level.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
Time for a change in personnel. Gravenberg. De Jong. Van de Ven. Gakpo. Ball's gone out of play. Brahim Diaz. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Mazraoui. Can he latch on to this? And that's been repelled. And a chance! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, what a big chance! Same again, same outcome. Dumfries with the clearance. That'll be a throw. And here's Brahim Diaz. El Ainaoui. That's a nicely weighted pass. That's going to go a long way. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. Takes aim and crosses. Tries to get it clear. The Netherlands moments now away from seeing this one out. And here's Brahim Diaz. He is just caressing the ball. Out to the left it goes. Crossed into the middle. Oh, he's dealt with that well.
Morocco really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Dumfries, aim forwards. Hakimi.
They seem to have lost their sense of direction. It should be higher up the pitch.
Brahim Diaz carries the ball down the right. El Ainaoui. And that is a little undercooked. El Ainaoui shifted upfield.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now it's Marlon.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And it's Hakimi. Played back in. Unahi, and he's gone backward here. Hakimi goes short. De Jong, gently done. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Over to the left. Gakpo. He is through here. Gakpo. Oh, has a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Riyad. El Ainawi. Riyad. Moved on forwards. And it's Hakimi. Aimed in towards the centre. Brahim Diaz. Oh, the referee's booking him here for a dive.
Listen, he can play the innocent as much as he wants, Peter, but it was fairly obvious to everyone here. He's got no hiding place.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with what we've just witnessed. As soon as they got their goal, you felt they were always going to go on and find a winner. And they did just that.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Ladies and gentlemen.